Not the greatest of spectacles on Friday night, Craig, but we got the job done at Connors Quay with a 0-0 draw, and we were declared champions for the 15th time.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. Obviously, we wanted it, ideally, would be good to get over the line with a win in a good performance. I think the performance was reasonable. You know, it was obviously Connors Quay set up with getting a lot of men behind the ball, made it tough for her. It was really tough on the pitch to move the ball quickly, to get the ball speed moving and get any combinations going with any real slickness. But yeah, it was what it was. You know, it's not many goals are scored at Connors Quay, so going there with a 0-0 draw, keep a clean sheet. Always, if we can't win the game, can we keep a clean sheet, and then we'll move on from there.
You've won a lot of trophies and a lot of titles during your time here at Park Hall, but how does this one compare to maybe the ones you've won in the past?
Yeah, it does. No, I think the best one for me, or the most special for me, is probably the first one against Bangor here, because there was a huge crowd, and you know, Bangor had just won the year before, and we ended up winning 5-0 on the day to win the title. But I think they've all been really good in different ways. This one's a little bit different. You know, I'm a bit older. I think I probably enjoyed it a little bit more, where previously I think it was just, you know, move on to the next one quick as what we can. I think, you know, I've matured as a person, as a manager, and I think it's important in life that we enjoy these moments and enjoy winning the title, you know, and I enjoyed it on Friday night.
Well, now the title is mathematically confirmed, of course. There is nothing really riding on these last 5 games, but obviously you'll be keen to ensure that they don't just drift by and we perform well in those games. Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, the one that we're looking to try and hold on to for as long as possible was going undefeated. Obviously, that went to Cardiff Met away earlier on in the season. But I think now that we've got a little target hit would be, can we go and score more than 101 goals? You know, I think that's the, you know, and keep as many clean sheets as possible. So yeah, and also as well, I think it's great that we're, you know, important that we're in the cup final. So it keeps everyone added, it keeps everyone fresh, it keeps the competition, because no matter how many trophies you win or cup finals you have, everyone wants to be involved with the cup final, and it's you know, it's there for people to train hard and try and get themselves in the team.
I guess, yeah, as you've just mentioned there, it is important then for players that want to play in that Welsh Cup final to keep themselves on form and perform well in these 5 games to try and work their way into the team.
Yeah, definitely. It's an opportunity for players that haven't been playing to knuckle down and keep training hard. It's an opportunity for players that have been playing to keep that position. You know, and obviously it's 5-6 weeks down the line, so we'll probably have 3 or 4 more players back fit. You know, we could have Ben Clark, we could have, you know, Adam Wilson, Jordan Williams. So we could have all them 3 players fit by the time it comes to it. It's going to be touch and go, but let's see. But it just creates more competition, which is something that I'm a big believer in.
Well, it's Cardiff Met here at Park Hall this coming Saturday. They did beat us last time. They gave us our only defeat so far this season. Yeah. Is it important this weekend then to put that wrong right, or is it simply just another game with 3 points on the line?
Yeah, I think it is, when it's only been our only defeat. You know, it's to stick in your throat a little bit. There's a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit there that you want to go out and put a good performance in to prove that, you know, it was a one-off, and you know, we weren't great on the day. I think probably Cardiff Met deserved it on the day. We weren't great, but yeah, it's really important that we go and win the game on Saturday. You know, for everyone, it's important that it's another home game. We've got a fantastic home record, so we'll be going all out to, you know, not only sort of get revenge, but I think to win the game, it's really important for us.
Well, it wasn't just our men's first team that tasted success over the weekend, of course. The under-19s reached the final of the FAW Youth Cup for the 2nd consecutive season. How important is it for the club to keep reaching finals and having that successful academy to feed through to the first team?
Yeah, it is very, very successful. You know, there's 7 or 8 of the lads in the first team squad and trained with the first team all season this year that got contracts last year. You know, that went on and played in the Youth Cup as well. So, you know, and there's lads that went on and played in the first team. There's lads that went on loan to other Cymru Prem teams. So now it's really important. I think as much as it's, you know, it's important to keep the competition at the highest level, going with bringing players in and freshening things up. I think it's really, really important. You know, all the time I've been at the football club the first time, there was players coming through all the time. You know, Scott Quigley was one of them that come through and went on and got a move. You know, there's the likes of Alex Ramsey. He was obviously, Rams was here originally, you know, as goalkeeper, and there's other players that come through and went on, Ryan Price, etc., to go and do, you know, really well in their career and play for play for TNS in the in domestic and Europe competition. So it's something that a club are big on. I think it's really important.
And then finally, Craig, as we sit here a few days before the game against Cardiff Met, what's the situation looking like in terms of injuries and availability?
Yeah, things are exactly the same as what they were. The week by week they're looking a little bit better. You look at Adam Wilson, you look at Ben Clark there. They're gradually getting back, some into the gym, and they'll be do some pitch work soon. Jordan Williams has got himself on the pitch this week again, so which is brilliant, fantastic for Jordan, because obviously this has been a long-term one. It's great for his mental stimulation as well, to keep him motivated. So yeah, but apart from that, we've got no new injuries from the weekend, and the squad's strong, which competition's high and everyone wants to play in every game.